The continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Warner Anderson as Matthew Swain, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Mia Farrow as Allison Mackenzie, Ryan O'Neill as Rodney Harrington, and Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson.
Into Peyton Place has come a man named Stephen Cord. To Stephen Cord, everything looks a little familiar and a little unfamiliar. It has been years since he was here last, and under very different circumstances. Stephen Cord has been returned to Peyton Place by Martin Peyton.
Well and good.
Here's the key. How's it feel?
Feel?
Being back.
I'm not back. I've just arrived.
Bye.
Can I leave my hat and coat, please?
Certainly.
Scotch. On the rocks. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Do you have a telephone, please? Thank you. Hello, this is Mrs. David Schuster. May I have 3314, please? Thank you. Thank you.
Hello?
Hello, Allison.
Oh, Mrs. Schuster.
Yes. Is everything all right?
Everything's fine.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm being kind of a pest.
You're her mother.
Well, I am very worried about Kim. You know that you can reach me here if you need me.
All right.
Good night, Allison.
Goodbye. The cake was delicious. That's called cutting off one's nose to spite one's face. I know you're playing games, Kim, but you don't fool me. When your mother was here, you were terribly sweet, and now that she's gone, you're really giving me a hard time, aren't you? All right, suit yourself. I don't care whether you have your cake or not. It's your loss, not mine. If I were you, I'd take a sweater. It's cold out. Bye-bye.
Hello, Dr. Rossi.
Thank you.
Rod?
No, thank you. Hey, that looks like one of my shirts.
He said starchly. It is. I never wear mine more than 4 times. The bachelor life.
Yep. I think I've got it worked out, though. I'm working on an all-disposable apartment. That is, from the drain boards to floor mats and all stops in between. You use them once, get rid of them. They call it the Instant Harrington House.
I'll take 3 of everything.
You're gonna have to wait in line, Dr. Rossi. I think Norman's going to be his best customer.
You should have seen the place the first couple of days, Dr. Rossi. It looked like Times Square after the big parade.
Yeah, I bet.
But now it's beginning to shape up. Wouldn't you say, Rod?
Yeah.
Well, it takes time to adjust to living alone.
Yeah, you get used to it.
Have you done any thinking about what you're going to do after graduation?
Sure. Got a lot of college catalogs in my drawer. You know, some of the things they say are really funny. What's the matter, Rod?
Nothing. I just don't ever remember seeing them, that's all.
Maybe you didn't look in the right drawer.
Where did you apply?
Nowhere yet. I want to know where I'm going before I buy my ticket.
Well, that's fair enough.
It's a big decision, and I want to make sure I'm up to it. In fact, I might even give Uncle Sam a crack at me. That is, if they,
Mrs. Schuster, may I present my husband, Theodore Dowell?
Have you thought about that 6-month plan?
To meet you.
What?
The 6-month plan the Army has. They give you the time you need to decide.
I told you I haven't made any decisions yet.
Just a minute. Evening, Dr. Rossi.
Oh, good evening.
Oh, don't get up. Rod, Norman, night on the town?
We're just 3 Peyton Place bachelors trying to avoid their own cooking.
Norman and I have about run out of ways of disguising franks and beans.
I've been meaning to ask you for some time. It'd be a pleasure to have you boys to dinner one night. It would please me very much, Norman. Forgive the intrusion. I'll have Mrs. Dowell call you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got guests. Good night.
Good night.
He was my father's lawyer. Now look at him, whining and dining the Schusters.
That's his business, Norm.
You're just like the Mississippi. You keep rolling along, making excuses.
For you, too. You know, your manners could use some improvement.
Do you agree, Doctor?
Well,
Let's take a look at it. I mean, beneath the surface. Couldn't it be something deeper?
possibly, yes.
Some great inner turmoil?
It could be.
And now you're going to say I need help.
You're doing it again.
What?
Attacking.
Okay. Could I ask you one question, quietly, without attacking anyone or anything?
All right.
Did you and Rod set up this dinner?
We didn't set it up.
Okay.
I set it up alone. I wanted to talk to you.
Observe me.
Norman, you have to stop feeling sorry for yourself.
Is that how you think I feel, Doctor? Well, would you excuse one angry young man?
Norman, sit down.
Thanks for dinner, Doctor.
Time to go to bed. Oh, come on. Oh. Good night. Sleep tight. straw that broke the camel's back. I'm going to sit here until you fall asleep.